Remembering Steve Mongo McMichael, the Iron Man of the Chicago Bears. The world of football lost a true warrior. Steve Mongo McMichael, Super Bowl champion, Hall of Famer, and one of the most unforgettable personalities to ever wear a Chicago Bears jersey, has passed away at 67 after a long, courageous battle with ALS. If you know anything about Chicago football in the 1980s, you know Steve McMichael. Fierce, relentless, and larger than life, both on and off the field, McMichael was the backbone of the Bears' legendary 46 defense. With 92.5 sacks to his name, second only to Richard Dent in franchise history, and 191 consecutive games played, he was a true Iron Man. No shortcuts, no excuses, just pure grit. Steve's journey to greatness wasn't easy. Drafted by the New England Patriots in 1980, he barely got a shot before being released. But Chicago took a chance on him, and it turned out to be one of the best decisions in franchise history. For 13 seasons, he terrorized quarterbacks, bulldozed offensive lines, and became the heart of a defense that won it all in 1985. That year, McMichael didn't just help lead the Bears to a Super Bowl victory. He anchored one of the most dominant defenses the NFL has ever seen. 8 regular season sacks, 1 more in the Super Bowl, and a defense that allowed just 10 points across 3 playoff games. Steve wasn't just a part of history, he made history. Despite being surrounded by fellow Hall of Famers like Mike Singletary and Richard Dent, McMichael's presence was undeniable. Coach Mike Ditka once said he was the toughest player he ever coached, and Steve proved it every single game. But McMichael's legacy isn't just about football, it's about heart. Diagnosed with ALS in 2021, he fought the disease with the same unyielding spirit he showed on the gridiron. Even when ALS robbed him of movement and speech, it couldn't touch his courage, humor, or passion. He remained a symbol of strength, determination, and dignity until the very end. In 2024, surrounded by loved ones and former teammates, McMichael was enshrined in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Though he couldn't speak, his message rang loud and clear. I do not want ALS to be my legacy. What I did on the field, that's my legacy. It was a moment that brought tears to the eyes of fans, friends, and teammates alike. Former Bear Richard Dent captured it best when he said, "You're on a team you can never be cut from, never be released from. When you die on this team, you're still on it." Steve didn't stop at football. He turned heads in professional wrestling, becoming a United States heavyweight champion with WCW and a member of the iconic Four Horsemen. Whether in the ring, on sports radio, or just around town, Mongo always made his presence felt. Off the field, Steve was a devoted husband and father. His wife Misty stood by him through his fight with ALS, and his daughter Macy was the pride of his life. Even when he could barely whisper, he had one final wish: Hall of Fame. And thanks to Misty's tireless efforts and the love of fans everywhere, that dream came true. Steve McMichael was more than a football player. He was a fighter, a showman, a leader, and a beloved figure in Chicago and beyond. From his early days in Texas to his final days in Homer Glen, he never stopped pushing, never stopped inspiring, and never stopped being Mongo. Rest easy, champ. Your fight is over, but your legacy lives on. Bear and Snow.
For full video, click related link below or like and subscribe this channel.